Yo, what up everybody? So I'm back with the review for One Piece chapter 710. Or is it 709? This is 709. Forgive me for that. One Piece chapter 709. Now, dude, was not expecting Bartolomeo, right? I was not expecting him to win. And the reason why is like, I didn't know he had the barrier fruit. I was right. I said that, I guess he put up some type of barrier, but I wasn't expecting him to win. I thought maybe Bellamy was going to win. I find it so ironic, right? Like, what I remember Bellamy for was Luffy just knocking this dude out. One punch, right? Luffy leaves his fist imprint on him. Luffy's watching all the different fighting and everything that's going on. And Luffy's just like, yo, man, oh, that hat guy, he got taken out. Fishman guy. Okay, shoot. You got made into fish sticks. Oh, the rest of these people, wow, they're turning on each other. Luffy's just watching all this go on, right? And then one of the people in the crowd's just like, hey, did you hear about that king from Prudence? Yeah, I heard that he took down an entire castle. He punched it and everything got destroyed. So what would happen if the rumors are true? What happened to the Coliseum behind him? Oh, shoot, we need to get out of here. Bam! Everything just gets blown all over the place. Everything gets blown all over the place. You see all these combatants, they go flying. I was like marking at that point. I'm like, oh, shoot. This just got good. Like, I'm not a huge fan of like the multi-fights and everything. I could care less about it. Again, like Oda captures me more when it comes to the character interactions. And what's really cool about that is before that happens, right? He's just looking around. He's like, hey, you do understand that formation wasn't to protect me from you. It was to protect you. I mean, to protect you from me. It was to protect me from you. And then when we see that huge display of power, like, I was like, oh, that dude's like Saitama right there. That's the One Punch Man. This is wow. This dude got some destructive capability. Like, it's gonna be good. And I was thinking maybe it was gonna like multiple punches back and forth. No, it was just one. And that's all it took for Bartholomew, because he looks at it, he puts up the barrier, and he has that line where he crosses his fingers and says, even little kids know when you cross your fingers, you're protected. And it's like, oh, okay, cross your fingers, hope not to die. I said, okay, I see what Oda did there, because, the island with all these walking toys and stuff, it makes sense for the whole kids thing to be brought in here. But he says, I need to win the flame fruit for you-know-who. Who the hell is you-know-who? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Who's the? If I missed something, let me know down in the comment section, because I don't remember this dude. But who is you-know-who? But here's the thing, right? When he wins, everybody in the crowd is pissed. Everybody in the crowd is absolutely pissed and livid, because they're going, oh my God, I can't believe that this guy won. And Luffy's like, huh, interesting power right there. I can see Luffy, if Luffy fights this dude, I can see Luffy picking his nose saying, huh, well, can't really hit you. You got a barrier. Oh, you got a really big booger. Let me get this thing out. Yeah, I'm gonna flick the booger. Okay, well, I refuse your barrier. I'm gonna knock the fuck out of you even though you got the barrier. I could see Luffy just overpowering that shit and knocking this dude out. Because, I mean, Luffy at this point, like, Luffy has a bit of Natsu in him. Where, like, if Oda gets to that point and it's just something he needs to go through, Luffy's gonna pull the Natsu and just one-shot him. Like, it's gotten to that point. It's gonna be interesting because basically you're gonna have 4 fights. You're gonna have Luffy and Doflamingo at some point. You're gonna have the 2 fights with the 4 contestants and the with the 4 contestants who are in the in the arena, and then you're probably gonna have Rebecca against Doflamingo, which is gonna serve up the whole thing of Doflamingo, because her and Luffy are probably gonna form the connection. Luffy's gonna step in. I could kind of see something like that kind of happening. I can kind of see the 4 main fights. But this is the other thing about this chapter, though, right? Oda, like I was saying before, when he decides to do subplots, before there was a formula to it. When it gets to this, we've got another subplot, and we're about to get more information. And don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for lore. I'm a sucker for backstories. I'm a sucker for world building. So when you got that creature, that little doll thing that's speaking with Franky, and Franky's like, hey, you just show me where the factory is. I make everything go kaboom boom. This is Franky, baby. chill out. I need to start streaking, do my dances and everything. Like Franky just having some fun with it, right? But at the same time, Franky, he's just like, hey, look, that's what I'm on this island for. And then that's when that little thing that has the SOL on it, I guess that's shit out of luck. But he's got the SOL on there, and he's just like, hey, you can't really do that. Weird. So that implies he's working with somebody. But he says, like, hey, like, you say you're plotting to destroy the factory as well. Indeed. We've been working towards that for quite some time. So that shows that he's working with somebody, but who's he working with? And then the other thing is he says, you can't, because we need to save those who are working there. Our activity is a crucial piece to overthrowing the country. So they're chaos agent. The chaos agent. Shit. I really feel like we've heard this in One Piece before, where countries, people have gone in to cause chaos in a country and overthrow the people before. I remember this. This is the problem. Like, we're like 709 chapters into this series. Like, Naruto had 700 chapters. You see what I'm saying? Like, Dragon Ball had 520. This is by far the longest series that I've ever read. And there's so much information. And the pacing is so slow. And this author has a tendency to pull stuff from, he has a tendency to pull stuff from, like, the most, like, small stuff that you don't even think about. I remember this being something about overthrowing a country and working, like, I cannot remember it. Damn. And it's not Alabasta with Crocodile. Crocodile was kind of ruling everything from the shadows, and the whole thing with Vivi and like her father, and he had like the whole thing with the sand and all that to keep the water. It wasn't that. There was something else. Oh man, I cannot remember this. I feel like Oda, this is one of those moments where it's just like, shit, I wish One Piece was a little smaller. That way I could connect these dots easier. Like when I start doing discussions and stuff on One Piece, it won't be like how I'm doing it now, where I'm going chapter by chapter. I'm talking to you guys now like I am, camera in front of me. Those videos would be closer to my Naruto stuff, where I've got my bullet points, so I've got scripts and everything, and there's more research. And I'm gonna have to read One Piece a couple of times, man. There's so many Easter eggs and so many references to other stuff, and there's like foreshadowing from stuff in chapter 2 that all of a sudden has come back to be a huge plot point. This is damn. Let me know in the comment section, man, because I'm not gonna let this go. Let me know down in the comment section. Am I on to something on there? Am I on to something on that? And what part of the story am I thinking about? Let me know down in the comment section. Don't spoil anything, but let me know. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an incredible day, guys.